Hi folks, no good looking at a blank board. I'm going to put something on it. A piece of 3mm MDF, sandpapered and a white chalk gesso added to the wet PVA primer. As you know, I prime these boards or paper if I'm using oil or acrylic with PVA glue diluted a bit, probably about 1 part water to 2 parts glue. So what we've got is some yellow ochre, cadmium yellow deep, medium, cadmium red, ultramarine, Payne's grey, a bit of burnt umber. I'm not going to use the burnt umber, I don't think. I want to do a sunset over Watergate Bay. We've had many. I've just done one for Patreon of the beach, or part of the beach looking west or southwest. This one is from the campsite, the Camping and Caravanning Club site at Watergate Bay. We had many holidays there in our trailers, trailer tents, folding camper. And from the end of the site you get a nice view looking down across some fields to the sea with the sun going down. But you couldn't see the sun, you could just see where the sun was. It's sort of reflecting in the clouds, or the low clouds. So I've got a small palette here. I'll put some more white on it. This is still, I'm just adding to what I used for the previous painting. I don't want to throw anything away yet. Costs too much, doesn't it? Right, so okay, I've had this half litre pot for months. Still going strong. It's quite expensive, but it's the best way to buy it. You do need a good quality white. Most of these are Galleria or Graduate acrylic by Taylor Reeves fine artist quality. That's a fine artist quality, that one. And some Wilco paints. That one and that one Wilco's. The board is 20 inches by 16, so it's quite large enough, as large as I want to go for a picture. So let's bit of gel. I'm going to use quite a bit of gel on it. This is VO5. It cost me about a £5, but you can get gels much cheaper. So if anybody in the UK has any idea where I can buy a litre of the stuff, but a pound shop, let me know. I'll be very grateful. I'll get some. It's not just for hair gel. I mean, it's for a lubricant. So it's acrylic based or water based. So it's great to use for your paints. It's cheaper than the artist quality retarders or flow mediums. Right, so let's mix a bit of grey. So let's have a bit of Payne's grey, bit of blue, lump of white, and we're getting a bit of a. Oh, that's going to wobble a bit, isn't it? I'll just have to hold it. Just mixing Payne's grey with ultramarine. You can mix it with whatever you like. Bit of burnt umber in there. A nice dark cloud. Let's get a bunch of gel in there. The gel actually works better than just the dilute PVA glue. I'm working from a photograph I took about 4 years ago. I'll show you. Take the power cord out. There you go. I'll bring it a bit closer. Sorry, I'm trying to. Oh, there you go. That's where I'm going to work from. Put my power cord back. You try to remember to wear a pinafore or an apron, not pinafore, an apron to keep my knees free from acrylic paint. Right, let's just get in more colour now. Umber, bit of umber with that blue. Just get the basic colours on. don't worry about trying to get a portrait to start with. Don't paint one bit and then go paint it all beautifully, then go on to another bit. Paint a whole lot and just work around, and the wetness will give you a chance to go somewhere else while the other dries. Now, being acrylic, this is going to dry pretty quickly, especially today. It's quite dry. We haven't had any rain, a few spots last night, but that's about all. Right, now a nice light grey for that sky there. Oh, makes my hand ache. More gel. And blend it all later on. Ah, great fun. Lost my picture. Soften all that. It was a gradual transition from cloud to light cloud. Got some night clouds coming in here. I used to love my camping, being in the countryside, photographing, painting outside my trailer, or inside if the weather was being clement. Bit of orange. So it's an 1.5 inch varnish brush I'm using here, in case you're wondering. It's I've got some alizarin crimson somewhere, but I'm not going to use it. Or gel, I've got to have gel. Because we're painting over this very rough surface, more red in there, or more orange. So we're looking west of the sunset here. Get that behind the grasses. Transition here from one colour to the other, but it's all sort of blended in. It's a gradual thing. Now we've got more red now. More red than is in the photograph anyway. Now some yellow. And that's surrounded by a bit of red. I think the more colours you have on your palette, the more complicated things get. So it doesn't make for better paintings, it just makes for more confusion. So keep it simple, stupid. KISS, that's my motto. Acrylic is such a wonderful medium when you get used to it. It's the drying that is the problem. bit of white right in the bottom of that. Right, go back over that, go with the brush. Anyway, well, I'll go back over that. Now we'll just put some light cloud underneath all that. Just sort of blues. Plenty of white in there. I'm thinking of a guy I like to watch, Richard Musgrave. He's an Australian artist who goes in the outback. He goes around with a big trailer, a four-wheel drive and a trailer. He carries all his art materials around, and he paints quite large with knives. Oh, he puts out more paint than I would use in a lifetime. But he's a very, very interesting guy. Richard Musgrave, have a look at him. You'll like him. If you like knife painting, that is, which I do. Oh, that's our sea there. Right, we'll go back over that. Got to change that. Got a bit carried away there. When that's dry, I'll go back with that pink. Right, now we're going to put the brush in there, get into the hedgerows. Find a bit of house here somewhere. So it's a dark blue and green, because everything's in silhouette here. Change the greens. Now we want some dark green. So there's a field in there. So we'll put that in. A bit of yellow ochre with it. Right, get some nice yellows now, nice greens now. Payne's grey and the yellows. The paint brushes are sticking together all right. I'm not using any ready-made greens. I just want, there's some gel in there. It's Payne's grey. I can darken this. Just looking over the sort of the hedge at the hedge at the edge. I'll try a bit of black. Got a load of it, a big tube of it. I've got 4 of these 200ml tubes. I stocked up when I was told that Wilkinson's were stopping their limited range of acrylics. They're very cheap. Some of them were very good, but I thought, I better strike while the iron's hot, so to speak, and some red. and bought a load. So I've got enough black to last me for years. But I saw the Payne's Grey last week in a store called Range, and they've got loads of stuff, loads of big art section. The Hobbycraft probably not very pleased with that because they're competing now, and I bought a big mount board, full imperial, to cut for a couple of clean mounts, new clean mounts. So let's get in there. Need more VO5, or where is it? Wet lock. There's some red background in this, I think. Dark red. Lost me model. Put plenty of red in there. It'll count. It will be complementary to the yellows or the greens. All the way across. I often do this, paint the red underpainting, where I'm in the foreground, where I'm going to put all the different greens. And a bit of blue, bit of shadow, because it's all shadow in there. Now this is quite an ambitious project. Pushing the brush just to get some various strokes. The star of this is hopefully is going to be the sunset, or the sun going down. That nice and coloured in there. I've got a frame to go, it'll go in. I'll take the other one out. There's one of my meadows. Right, now we want some silhouetted. Using all the brush. I can't make out anything from the photograph, so I'm improvising like mad here. Red. Got quite a bit of red as well. So there's a sort of a hedge row along here. And I can counter change my field. So I'm looking for objects to put in to make this a painting rather than just a load of paint gleefully thrown all over the place. Right, I've got to squeeze out some more paint. Some cadmium yellow. This is my cad yellow. This is the Winsor & Newton Galleria range, which I love. I do like Winsor & Newton paint, so I always have. But it's probably because their burnt sienna is better colour I found than any of the others I've used. Red. It's a lovely rich dark red rather than a sort of a a limpid brown. Right, let's get my brush back. Give it a good shake. Oh. Right, carry on with that hedgerow. I don't want it the same as the other. It looks like it's a building on the. Well, I'm not going to put it in. I think it was walking down the lane from the site to the coastal road. The one goes between Padstow and Newquay. I'll make that a bit larger there. This one. We must have had 14, 15 holidays there in the Watergate Bay area. It's so lovely. Just walk down to the beach or drive the car, park outside opposite the Phoenix pub. Just a few. Sticking up here. I'll use all the brush, don't use just the edge. Use it all, make use of it. Making lovely marks. Do a bit of red in there. I'll put the fill back in. Then I'll work in this foreground. Then we go back on the sky. And we'll tidy that up a little bit. Right, whoops, oh. That'd be nice under the cover for the tablet. Now, well, so a nice bright green. A little bit of white tonight, I think, a bit of ochre. So keep all this soft. But that's okay because I can go over that, you see, I can thicken up the background of that. Just want to cover that underpainting. Right, that's enough of that. Now we'll have some of this, some of that. Oops, there's got to be a silhouette there. Change. So you put a bit of that red in with the mix, a bit of black. Right, I'll go back over that. I want to just soften all that and add a bit of detail. Let's get some nice. Catching that evening light. You don't want to spend a lot of time on your foregrounds. Do them quickly. A lot of people have trouble with them, wondering what to put in. But just do them quick. Because we're looking there, we're not looking there. Might move my sun over to one side a little bit. I've got other brushes that will work better than that. So I've got this one. Chinese, cheap. So a bit of gel. Try to keep that silhouette going, don't want too much light so that the colours are too close in contrast or complementary. A bit of light in there. A bit of white, just a nice dark green in there. This is where you just sort of add the detail just by dragging and using the individual hairs of the brush to create individual bits of grass. So a bit of warm. Put a bit of that light in there. Don't like that, I'll change that. Catching the edge, the tips. See, that red just gives a bit of a counter change. Well, obvious. I don't think they're in the photograph, but there are now. Bits of white. All just adds bits. Right, and now I'm going to work back over that here now. I might put some a little trunk or just to add a bit of detail to that area. Let's just cover that up. Right, green, that's a light green. I just want to soften that edge. Yeah. A bit of deep yellow. Just sticking up into that hedgerow rather than the demarcation line. Right, let's go back to that sky that I was going to do before I sidetracked myself. I'll lose my voice on for a while. Let's just get that in there. move that over. Ah, green in there now. This is a palette I used yesterday. Ooh. Gel, bit of gel I think. Oh, I think I ruined it. Just wanted that out of the centre. I got a bit carried away there. Just use a bit of gel just to soften all this. Clean the brush and just work that in with sort of a halo. So that's over to one side now. I'll get a bit of that pink. Or red. Right, I should really put in some C, shouldn't I? But yeah, I could do that. And just darken that. From the sides. Then I'll put the fronds back. Okay, we'll go back into that sky now. Well into the higher bits. Plenty of gel, Payne's grey, well black now. Plenty of white in there. Are you with me still? You haven't fallen asleep. I don't mind some of that background poking through. I put some sunny, or some very light bluey touches around that. Hands aching. And now I'm going to put some lighter blue in there, or grey blue. So just merge everything. Just some light sort of clouds wafting away. Good job, running out of space here. Just bits I don't like, I'm just going to scumble over. Just try and merge. Right, just to get those dark bits back. Right, I should like to put some dark trunks back in, all silhouette. Probably better than black, or sort of dark green. Gets a bit of that light. I don't want to ruin it with the stuff that doesn't need to go in. I'll put it in its frame and we'll have a look at it. So bear with me. Right up there. I have to go and take the other one out, so it'll only take a few seconds. Oops. Talk among yourselves. Got my hammer ready. Now this is the joy of acrylic, its speed of drying. I used to use a lot of white spirit, that helped things to dry for the underpainting, but it affects your breathing if you're not careful, it's dangerous stuff. Right, there we go. Put that in the frame. Fits perfectly. Just a few tacks just to hold it in. I mean, been painting since 9:30. So there's 2 demos, one on Patreon, you've got the big one. This is about 6 times as big as the one I did for Patreon. Although you'd never know, would you, when you see a photograph? Oh, here we go. Oh. So there we are. Let's just talk to the camera so you can see it in the front. I'll just move the camera up. And you can see more of it. It sort of swings on the boom. Oh well, let that go. Well, there we are. Sunset over Watergate Bay, or sunset over Watergate Bay. Very, very rough. I wanted it rough. I'm a rough painter. So what have we got? We've got the sun going down, but a lot of cloud, light evening cloud going across, just catching the water there, the sea there. Maybe we could, if I thought about it, I could have put it dark there, but I can't really be bothered now. It's what it is. I'll just, we'll do one little bit more. If I could find a little bit more brush. Here it is. Just highlight it, just that yellow, a bit on the water, just in the middle, or just underneath it. So a good bit of cad yellow. And then, no, that brush is not going to work. I'll use this brush here. Oh, well, there we are. Every little helps. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, folks. Thanks for persevering. I'll put that on YouTube now as a sunset. I don't do many sunsets because they're not that easy, really, to be convincing. I've pulled the sun to the right and away from the centre, but I think that's okay. Let me know what you think. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.